Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns tonight. So, guys, the Lakers are still in the preseason mode as it stands now when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. They have 2 games remaining of the preseason. And so far, guys, what I've been seeing for the last couple of games so far is that the Lakers are still getting their rhythm in when it comes to playing for or preparing themselves for the regular season. I mean, that's the whole point for the preseason. It is not a surprise to see the Lakers not playing to the best of their ability when it comes to our starters. But slowly we are seeing some Lakers showing their true potential of being part of the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to shooting, when it comes to defense, that sort of thing. And we saw that from a couple of players, from Carmelo Anthony and some other players that when it comes to shooting and just bringing that dominance into the game. And we witnessed that in the second quarter, in my own opinion, where the Lakers really started to get things back to where they were starting to lead in certain moments. But unfortunately, when it comes to the Lakers, our turnovers were their downfall when it comes to turning over the ball so much, and just the lack of I guess I don't know what you call it, like maybe like scoring in a sense. But obviously LeBron James was not playing tonight because guys, this is the preseason, so we don't really see a lot of superstars playing in these preseason games. Now, we did see Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and almost the so-called starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers. But, it's just not the same when you don't have LeBron James starting for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, if LeBron was playing tonight, I guarantee you the Lakers would have gotten much better results in this particular loss against the Phoenix Suns. But guys, this is the preseason. We should be patient. There's only 2 games remaining of the preseason, and next week will be the official regular season for the Los Angeles Lakers on October, I believe, 19th or 18th, somewhere around there. I know they're playing against the Golden State Warriors on opening night. So that's where it all begins, and that's where it all matters when it comes to wins and losses. But guys, let's just get right into the Lakers stat wise when it comes to certain players stepping up tonight. Number one, that really draw to what the Lakers were obviously looking for in the offseason, that was shooting. Shooting was the number one priority for the Los Angeles Lakers, and Carmelo Anthony obviously averaging 17 points out there tonight. I mean, guys, if he can give us that sort of range of scoring off the bench, then the Lakers are pretty much set when it comes to having somebody to rely on the bench to score for you and also shoot for you at the end of the day. And I believe last time I checked, I believe Carmelo Anthony had, I believe, 5 of 7, or maybe it was 4 of 7 from the three. I mean, he shot the three lights out when it came to the first quarter, just nothing but threes. I believe like 3 in a row or something like that. I mean, he was on fire when it came to shooting those threes tonight. And, when it came to, his ability to just score for you was just so sensational, especially when it came to the third quarter where he, even though the Lakers were not doing so well, just I believe they were down like maybe 10 or maybe 12 points in the third quarter. They still managed to, just still have some rhythm in the game. So obviously, Carmelo Anthony was the guy that really showed up in tonight's game against uh, the 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 Suns. Excuse me. So, guys, as I said, if we could see that sort of performance from Carmelo Anthony heading into the regular season, I guarantee you the Lakers will have a good reliance when it comes to the bench, and hope to see more out of Carmelo Anthony heading into the regular season. So great job out there from Melo. When it comes to the starting roles, Anthony Davis had 19 points out there tonight, and he had 3 steals for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I believe he went 1 of 3, or maybe it was when it came to shooting those threes. Guys, he was playing multiple positions in tonight's game. If you noticed, he was playing power forward and center at the same time, and just stretching the floor, shooting those threes, and it was just having the ability to just go to the rim and just showing his dominance that he's been doing for the past couple of years now with the Los Angeles Lakers and throughout his career, really. So when it comes all said and done, Anthony Davis is slowly showing his dominance that we are expecting from him heading into the regular season. I mean, he's going to be a huge part of the starting lineup when it comes to the pairing of LeBron and Anthony Davis and LeBron and Russell Westbrook. So obviously, when it comes all said and done, he's going to be the focal point of the team, and I hope he brings that anger and that dominance on every single night. So he had a solid night, 19 points, but we all know how Anthony Davis does dominate when it comes to the defensive side and in the offensive side. So we could expect that heading into the regular season. I really can't wait to see that from Anthony Davis. So great job out there. A solid performance out there for Anthony Davis. Russell Westbrook, guys, Russell Westbrook is slowly starting to get his rhythm in. Guys, this is his second game as a Los Angeles Laker. He's still getting his rhythm in, and he's starting to get the vibe of playing with the Los Angeles Lakers with a new team and some elite players like Anthony Davis and LeBron. So slowly, guys, he is going to get his. This is Russell Westbrook we're talking about here. Okay, Mr. Triple Double himself, and when it comes all said and done, he will give us big numbers, and he will dominate every single night when it comes all said and done. And as I said, guys, this is the preseason. I am not going to judge Russell Westbrook's performance for the past 2 games now. All I know is he needs to control his turnovers, because I've noticed for his past couple of years he has been leading the NBA when it comes to turnovers, but due to the circumstances that he was in, he had to be that number one guy, and he never had superstars surrounding him when it comes to somebody to rely upon when it comes to just slowing down and just keeping the pace of the game. But obviously throughout his couple of years now, he has been leading the team and just being the number one guy. And obviously when it comes to being number one guy and MVP caliber type of player, you could expect to see him a couple of times, turn over the ball a lot. But this time, when it comes to this particular game, he turned over the ball 9 times. I mean, that's a real high number when it comes to a certain player turning over the ball so much. And overall, really, when it comes to the Lakers, I mean, there's been times where a couple of players have been turning over the ball. So, but, Russell Westbrook was the only individual that had 9 turnovers. So it was very sad to watch that. But I know that Russell Westbrook will get his act together. And, obviously this is the preseason, so he will bring his dominance when it comes to the regular season. I have good faith that he will do so when it comes to his ability to dominate. So in the regular season, and he's well known to do so. So Mr. Triple Double himself will deliver for us in the regular season, and we just have to wait and see that. And I'm optimistic when it comes to his fit with the Los Angeles Lakers. So just hang in there, Laker fans. I mean, we will see the best out of Russell Westbrook heading into the regular season. So, but when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, Kent Bazemore. Lately, guys, we've been seeing him starting for the Lakers, and there's some arguments that he could potentially be the starter for the Lakers when it comes to the small forward position or potentially the shooting guard position. But still remains to be seen about that his role with the Los Angeles Lakers. So it sort of depends on what Frank Vogel wants to do with Kent Bazemore when it comes all said and done. And even though he hasn't had a good start uh, in this particular game, when it came to, I believe, the second or third quarter, he managed to score for us when it comes to shooting. I believe he went 2 of 5 from the three and averaged like 8 points out there tonight. But this is Kent Bazemore. I mean, this is the type of guy that averaged 40% from the three, and when it comes to the rest of the throughout his career, I mean, he has been averaging around like 36 or 38% from the three. So he can manage to give us threes on occasion. So expect that from Ken Bazemore, but it sort of remains to be seen what his role is on the team. He could potentially be the starter or maybe the backup. Still remains to be seen about that because the circumstances of Trevor Ariza he's potentially going to be out for almost like last time I checked, I think he'll be out for like 2 months because of a rib injury or something. I might be mistaken what sort of injury he has, but he suffered that in practice. So obviously the Lakers and Frank Vogel needs to work on the structure of the starting lineup, and we could potentially know who will potentially start for the Los Angeles Lakers in those two specific positions when it comes to the shooting guard and the small forward position for these next couple of days, or maybe heading into the regular season next week. So we could expect an announcement in those timelines. So, but shooting wise, he has the ability to deliver that for us. But we just probably need him to, couple of games to get his rhythm in and obviously deliver for us. But shooting is promising from Kent Bazemore, so expect that from him heading into the regular season. Wayne Ellington shows some similarities to what Kent Bazemore is doing when it comes to certain roles on the team. Obviously he's potentially going to be the starter at the shooting guard position, but still remains to be seen about the competition between Kent Bazemore and also THT. But guys, he is suffering an injury. I Last time I saw notifications that THT is dealing with an injury, but hopefully it's not anything too serious that will keep him out for a long period of time. But hopefully a speedy recovery for THT. But THT is also competing for a potential starting role. So expect one of those three players to get a potential role on the team when it comes to the starting roles, but still remains to be seen about that. So, but when it comes to Wayne Ellington, obviously we saw some shooting ability from his end, but obviously, he just needs to get his rhythm in as well. And guys, I'm gonna keep on saying it because it is the preseason and these are new players and on a new team learning how to play with each other. So this is a new experience and they're learning how to play with each other. So this is all new, and obviously Wayne Ellington is in that conversation. So hopefully, the Lakers in general, they get their act together and learn how to play well together. So let's just expect that heading into the regular season. Um, DeAndre Jordan, he started for the Lakers. Didn't have a lot of playing time. Obviously, that was expected when it comes to giving minutes to certain big men from Dwight Howard, who had a great night when it came to last game. Where he averaged around like a double double with 23 points and 12 rebounds. But this time around, guys, I think he just taking a break, I guess. But we all know what Dwight Howard can deliver for us when it comes on the defensive side of the ball, and we witnessed that in tonight's game. So obviously, on the defensive side, he was just dominant when it came to that. But other than that, guys, when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, they basically were just blown out from the Phoenix Suns, and and due to the turnovers, and I believe on the defensive side, but obviously the Lakers will get their act together, guys. This is the preseason, so hopefully the Lakers get their act together heading into the regular season, which begins next week. So, an opening night will be against the Golden State Warriors, and hopefully we will see what the Lakers are made of then. So, hopefully the Lakers will be ready by then, and hopefully they will be 100% heading into the regular season. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and please make sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. Expect more game analysis from this channel, from the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to, Lakers post game shows. Is obviously what I'm going to do every single game when it comes to sports analysis. And with your love and support, guys, I really do appreciate if you just show me the love and support for my social media sites, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube, and guys, like all of my social media sites, ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.